class 5th. This is our chapter number 2 in your English book. Name of the chapter is Thunder Cake. Okay, what is the name of the chapter? The name of the chapter is Thunder Cake. Okay, and the writer, or you can say the author of this chapter, okay, it is a story. So this story is written by somebody, okay, and who is the writer of this story? The writer of this story is Patricia Polacco. Patricia Polacco. Okay, in this session we will first know about the author of this lesson, that is Patricia Polacco. Then we will move to the main story. Okay, then we will move to the main story. This story is about Patricia Polacco itself. She is narrating a story with her grandmother. Okay, that how did she get scared or frightened of the thunder, okay, and what is the thunder cake. Fine. So let's move for the introduction of the author first. Now about the author, it is first the full name of the author. The full name of the author is Patricia Barber Polacco. What is the name of the author? The full name of the author is Patricia Barber Polacco. Okay? And when was she born? She was born on July 11th. She was born on 11th July in the year 1944 in Lansing. She was born on July 11th, 1944 in Lansing, Michigan. Okay? Patricia Barber Polacco is an American author and illustrator. Polacco was discouraged in school and did not learn to read until she was nearly 14 years. Means she was so much discouraged with the school that she was not able to learn, or you can say learn to read, okay, till she was 14 years old. In junior high school, one of her teachers finally discovered that dyslexia was the reason for her lack of confidence. Now what is dyslexia? Dyslexia. What is dyslexia? Dyslexia is a general term for disorders that involve difficulty in learning to read or interpret words. Okay? When any person is disabled to read or identify the letters or symbols, you can say, okay, then it is called dyslexia. So Patricia was also suffering from such disease. Although her grandmother died in 1949, when Polacco was only 5 years old. She appears in several of Polacco's books. Means when Patricia wrote the book, she does write about her grandmother by the name Babushka. Okay. In each and every book of hers, or you can say several of her books, has her grandmother involved in it. Grandmother's name. At Auckland Technical High School, Polacco became friend with Frank Oz. She wrote When Lightning Comes in a Jar as a tribute to her grandmother, referred to as Babushka in her books. Okay, whenever you will read the book of Patricia, in most of her book you will find the name Babushka. If there is such name Babushka, it means she is talking about her grandmother. And a first children's book until she was and a cousin. She did not start writing and illustrating her first children's book until she was 41 years old. Polacco resides in her native Union City, Michigan, although not on her family home but on a different property which she purchased, which was originally known as the plantation. Means she was not living in her own house. She was living in some other house, and after that she purchased that, and that property was known as the plantation. Patricia Polacco did not begin writing children's notebook until she was 41 years old. Okay, and that was also by you can say in 2013 something she started writing. Had been writing children's book for 28 years, and after that when she started writing, she wrote for 28 years, she wrote the books for children. Her first book, which based on childhood experience, The Meteor. Okay, her first book was Meteor. Now let's see some of her publications, means which book she wrote and in which year. Lillian to Blossom, she wrote in 1933. Okay, after 1988, The Keeping Quilt, again in 1988. Rechenka's Eggs, again in 1988. Meteor in 1987. Uncle Vova's Tree, that is in 1989. Babushka's Doll in 1990. Just Plain Fancy in 1990. Thunder Cake in 1990. Apele Mando's Dream in 1991. Dream Creeper in 1991. Some Birthday in 1991. Chicken Sunday in 1992. Mr. Kids and Touche in 1992. Picnic at Mudsock Meadow in 1992. Now, because of her writing also, she got literacy awards. In 1988, Sydney Taylor Book Award for Keeping Quilt. She got Sydney Taylor Book Award for her book Keeping Quilt in 1988. In 1999, she got International Reading Association Award for Rechenka's Eggs. Okay, and on March 10th, 1990, Santa Clara Reading Council Award. Okay, these were some of her awards which she got for her writing. Okay, now let's read a story about her in which she is talking about her and her grandmother. What is the Thunder Cake about? On sultry summer Sundays at my grandma's farm in Michigan, the air gets damp and heavy. Storm clouds drift all over the fields, birds fly close to the ground, and clouds glow for an instant with a sharp cracking light, and then a roaming, low tumbling sound of thunder makes the window shudder in their panes. The sound used to scare me when I was little. I loved to go to grandma's house, that is Babushka. I used to call my grandma, had come from Russia years before. But I feared Michigan's summer storms. I feared the sound of thunder more than anything. I always hid under the bed when the storm moved near the farmhouse. This is the story how grandma, my Babushka, helped me overcome my fear of thunderstorm. Now what is Patricia telling here? What is the author telling here? The author is telling that she was scared of thunderstorms. What is thunder? Tell me. What is thunder? Thunder. Thunder. Thunder means it is a loud rumbling and crashing noise heard after a lightning flash due to the expansion of rapid heated air. Mostly this thunder you will hear and see in rainy season. Okay, when the clouds are there and everything, and then this thunder occurs. So here in this we are seeing that our author is 5 years old. At that time, she was living with her grandmother in Michigan, and she was scared of Michigan storms. Why? Because of the thunder. Okay, so here she is telling about the atmosphere, about the weather, when it was supposed to get thunder or supposed to rain. How was the climate before it? Here she is explaining that, and she is also telling that she was scared of this climate. She was scared of this weather. Okay, why? She was feared of the sound of the thunder more than anything. Okay, and whenever there was such sound of thunder, she used to hide under the bed. She used to hide under the bed. Okay, when the storm moved near the farmhouse. Now in this story, she is also telling us how did she overcome, with the help of her grandma, how did she overcome the fear of thunderstorms? How did she overcome the fear of thunderstorms? Okay, so what did her grandma do? One day, now we will talk about how did she overcome. So what happened for that? For that, one day, her grandma was looking at the horizon with a deep breath. Okay, with a deep breath, she was looking out of the window. Grandma looked at the horizon, drew a deep breath and said, "This is thunder cake baking weather. All right. Looks like a storm coming to me. Child, you come out from under your bed. It's only thunder you are hearing." My grandma said. The air was hot and heavy and damp. The loud clap of thunder shook the house, rattled the windows, and made me grab her clothes. Okay, now what did we see? We saw that when there was a sound of thunder, the author Patricia used to hide under the bed. Okay, looking at this, her grandmother, what did she do? She told Patricia that today, looking at the weather, I think we should bake a cake. Why? Why did her grandmother did so? Because she wanted the fear of Patricia to overcome it. Okay, so she said to Patricia that, Patricia, today the climate is such a kind of that we should make a thunder cake. For that, she called out Patricia out of the under the bed. She was under the bed. She told her to come out of the bed and told that you are frightened only of the thunder. You are only hearing the sound. The thunder is not falling on us. Okay? But why was Patricia scared or frightened? She was scared because of the loud clap of thunder, and because of that thunder, the windows were also rattling. Okay? And that made Patricia move more closer to her grandmother. Steady, child, she cooed. Unless you let me go off, we won't be able to make thunder cake today. Now, because she was frightened, what should she do? She grabbed her grandmother. Okay, she gave a hug to her grandmother, and her grandmother told that, Patricia, if you are going to catch me this way, how could I make a thunder cake? Thunder cake, I stammered and hugged her even closer. Now when Patricia came to know about the thunder cake, she said, Grandma, thunder cake? What's that? She was surprised, but she stammered. Stammered means she said like, thunder cake? This is called stammering. Okay, she did this way. But when she came to know that the grandmother is going to go to the kitchen and leave her alone in the room, she got more frightened and hugged her grandmother more closer. Don't pay attention to that old thunder except to see how close the storm is getting. When you see lightning, start counting real slow. When you hear the thunder, stop counting. That number is how many miles away the storm is. Away the storm is. So we have time to make the cake and get it into the oven before the storm comes, and or it won't be real thunder cake. Okay? Now what did grandmother say? That whenever you are scared or whenever you are frightened, okay, whenever you are frightened or scared of the thunder, what should you do? As soon as you hear the thunder, okay, start counting. As soon as you hear the thunder, start counting, but slowly. 1, 2, 3, this way. Okay? And when you see the lightning, I'm sorry, what did grandmother say? Grandmother said that when you see the lightning, start counting really slow, and when you hear the thunder, stop counting. Okay? By the number now which you get it. If you are counting and it's like 8. So, it means you should understand that the storm is 8 miles away from you. Okay? So, by this you will have time to prepare the cake. This is what grandma did only to overcome the fear of thunderstorms from Patricia. Okay? Now after doing this, grandma again looked out of the window. Her eyes surveyed the black cloud away off in the distance. Then she strode into the kitchen. She won hands pulled a thick book from the shelf above the wood stove. Let's find that recipe, child, she crowed as she lovingly fingered the grease-stained pages to a creased spot. Here it is, thunder cake. Now what did grandma wanted to make? Grandma wanted to make a thunder cake. Okay. Now she was only looking out of the window again and again because she wanted to make the thunder cake before the storm arrived. Okay. So again and again her eyes were out the window surveying the black clouds. Okay. With this, grandmother strode into the kitchen. Strode into the kitchen means she went into the kitchen. Okay. Then she took a thick book. And started looking for it. Now what was that book? That book was of the recipe of the cakes. From that, grandma wanted thunder cake recipe. She took out that recipe. Okay. And after that, she carefully penned the ingredients on a piece of note paper. Penned means wrote down. Okay. What did grandma do? After that, when she got the recipe of thunder cake, she noted down all the ingredients. Ingredients means the thing which you put into something. Like if I say I am going to prepare vegetable pulao, then what ingredients, what things I am going to use in it. So same thing grandmother did. Whose grandmother? Patricia's grandmother. Okay. So Patricia's grandmother, what did she do? She started collecting the ingredients all together, whatever she read in the book. Now let's gather all the things that we will need. Now what did she say to Patricia? That now come, I have written down all the names in the list. Let's collect all the list. Okay. She exclaimed as she scurried towards the back door. Why towards the back door? There may be a small farm or some garden type in which she would get all the things which she had to put it into the thunder cake. We were by the barn door when a huge blot of lightning flashed. I started counting like grandma had told me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and then the thunder roared. Okay, here what is Patricia telling? That when she was going with her grandmother back door, she suddenly saw a lightning. And what did her grandmother tell? That when you see the lightning, start counting. So she started counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till 10 with a slow, real slow. Okay, and when did she stop? She stopped when she heard the thunder. Okay, when she heard the thunder. Now what happened? When she heard the thunder, what happened? I was scared as we walked down the path from the farmhouse through tangleweed woods by the dry shed. Suddenly the lightning slit the sky. Again she started counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom, ba, boom, crashed the thunder. It scared me a lot, but I kept walking with the grandmother. First lightning, when did she see? When she was coming out of the back door. Okay, she started counting. She counted till 10 and she heard the thunder and she stopped. Okay, then again she started walking with her grandma to the farmhouse. As she was walking with her grandma to the farmhouse, she again heard a lightning, and with that lightning she again started counting. As she had reached 7, counting by when she was counting, as she had reached number 7, she heard the thunder. Okay, and then she again stopped counting. But with this, she is here telling how the thunder crashed. She had given the sound also. Boom, ba, boom. Okay. But here, now she was not scared. She just caught the hand of her grandma and she was walking towards the farmhouse with her grandmother. Another jagged edge of lightning flashed and I crept into the dry shed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again the third lightning she saw. She again started counting. She counted till 6. Again crackle, crackle, boom, ba, boom. She heard the sound of the thunder. It was dark and I was scared. Now as it was dark, because whenever there is a cloud, though it is a daytime, and when the clouds are there, you know that the climate, the weather changes. Okay. I am here, child. Now as Patricia was scared, what did her grandma say? Her grandma said, don't get scared. I am here with you. Don't get scared. Okay, softly from the doorway. Hurry now. We haven't got much time. We have got everything but the secret ingredient. Now grandmother had collected all the ingredients for the thunder cake. With this, she was again and again trying to divert, you can say, divert Patricia's mind towards the thunder cake, because she wanted Patricia to forget the thunder sound which was scaring her. Okay, so now what did grandmother say? Grandmother said to Patricia that, Patricia, we have collected all the things, but only one secret ingredient is not there. Our 3 overripe tomatoes and some strawberries. Now what was that? More she needed for the cake was overripe tomatoes and some strawberries. Okay, grandma whispered as she squinted at the list. Squinted means as she was looking through the list. She said that only secret ingredients is missing, that is 3 overripe tomatoes and some strawberries. I climbed up high on the trellis. The ground looked a long way down. I was scared. I am here, child. Again grandma said. Her voice was steady and soft. You won't fall. I reached 3 luscious tomatoes while she picked strawberries. Lightning again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I counted. Ka boom, ka boom. The thunder growled. Now the 3 ingredients were missing. Which were they? Sorry, some ingredients, secret ingredients, not 3. Secret ingredients were missing. Things were missing for the cake. What was they? They were the tomatoes and the strawberries. Now that tomatoes were to be taken from somewhere up trellis. Okay. Now what is trellis? Trellis. What is trellis? Trellis is you can say a ladder. We can take it as ladder. Okay, a framework of light wooden and the shed which you make. Okay, so what did Patricia do? She climbed on that trellis, and when she was climbing on the trellis, now the ground was long way down. Because the thunder was there, she was scared also. But to overcome her scariness, what did grandma said? Grandma said, Patricia, don't get scared. I am here only. I am with you. Okay, you won't fall. Now as she reached the tomatoes and grandma picked up the strawberries, again the thunder struck. Okay, again the lightning was there. And with this lightning, again Patricia started counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And with this counting, when she reached 5, the thunder growled. Ka, boom, ka, bang, boom. With such a noise, she got scared because she was climbing the trellis. Okay. Now with this thunder sound, what happened? We hurried back to the house and the warm kitchen. As we measured the ingredients, I poured them into the mixing bowl while grandma mixed. I churned butter for the frosting and melted chocolate. Finally, we pour the batter into the cake pans and put them into the oven together. Okay. Now what did she say? Now what is she further telling? She is further telling that when she heard the third sound. Okay. When she heard the third sound. After that, she and her grandmother, they hurried back to the home. And when they reached home, they first went to the kitchen. Now the kitchen is a warm place. Okay. There what did they do? They measured all the ingredients. Means whenever you want to make a cake, the ingredients which you are going to use in that cake, that should be measured properly. Okay. Means if you are taking half a kg of flour, then how much sugar are you going to use? How much butter are you going to use? How much chocolate powder are you going to use? So each and everything is to be put in that. Milk, everything. Okay. So here Patricia is also telling the same thing, that as they reached the kitchen, they started measuring the ingredients, and that ingredients they put it in a mixing bowl. Okay. And in that mixing bowl, she put all the ingredients, and grandma started mixing the ingredients. When grandma was mixing the ingredients, what was Patricia doing? Patricia was churning the butter. Why was she churning the butter? To make the frosting. Okay. And then she melted some chocolate. All the things were included, all the things were mixed up, and they put it into a pan. Cake pan. Cake pan means to bake the cake, you have a different pan. In that pan, all the batter means whatever mixture you mix it becomes a batter. Okay. So that batter was put into the cake pan, and that cake pan was put into the oven to bake the thunder cake. Now further. Lightning lit the kitchen. I only counted to 3 and the thunder rumbled and crashed. 3 miles away, grandma said. And the cake is in the oven. We made it. We will have real thunder cake. Okay. Now when they had put the cake into the oven, at same time the lightning again lit. Okay. And by this time again Patricia started counting 1, 2, 3. She had only counted 3 and the thunder growled. Okay, there was a big noise of thunder. The thunder grumbled and crashed. By that, grandma said, you have only counted 3. It means the storm is 3 miles away and our cake is also in the oven. It means this is the real thunder cake. As we waited for the cake, grandma looked out of the window for a long time. Why you aren't afraid of thunder. You are too brave, she said as she looked right at me. What did grandma do? When she heard the thunder, they were waiting for the cake. Now, while they were waiting for the cake, grandma was looking out of the window for a long time. And after that, again grandma said to Patricia that, Patricia, now you have become brave. Now you are not at all afraid of the thunder. I am not brave, grandma. I am under the bed. I was under the bed, remember? But you got out from under it, she answered. And you got eggs from the mean wolf, Nili's pack hen. You got milk from the old kick cow. You went through the tangled woods to the dry shed. You climbed the trellis of the on the barnyard. From where I sit, only a brave person could have done all them things. And what is grandma telling here? That now you have become a brave girl. Patricia is telling, no grandma, I am not a brave girl. Why? Because I am the same girl who had hidden under the bed. Now grandma said you had hidden under the bed, but that was long before. Now what work you have done? You have bought eggs, you have bought milk, you climbed the tangled woods. Okay, you went through the tangled woods, you climbed the trellis for tomatoes. Okay, and if I look from the place where I am sitting, if I look at you, I am looking at a very brave girl. Because why did grandma say so? She said so because no one could have done this. If any other person would have been there who was scared of this thunder or lightning, he would have never been so brave to do such all work. And Patricia had did all this work though she was scared of the thunder. So that's why grandma said that, Patricia, now you are a brave girl. You have become a brave girl now. Okay. Now when grandma said this, Patricia started thinking. I thought and thought as the storm rumbled closer. She was right. I was brave. Now when she was hearing from her grandmother everything, she saw that the storm was rumbling near. And this time Patricia also saw that she was not at all scared of this thunder. Brave people can't be afraid of sound, child, she said as we spread out the tablecloth and set the table. When we were done, we hurried into the kitchen to take the cake out of the oven. After the cake had cooled, we frosted it. Okay. Now Patricia also came to know that she was not at all afraid of the of the thunder. But what did grandma say? Grandma said to her that you are afraid of you shouldn't be afraid. What did grandma say? Grandma said that you shouldn't be afraid because you are only hearing the sound. You are only hearing the sound of the thunder, my dear. You are not, the thunder is not falling on you. You should be scared only when the thunder falls on you. Here the thunder is not falling on you. So you shouldn't be. By this, when grandma said this, they were also setting the table. Why were they setting the table? To eat the thunder cake. Okay. When all the talk was going on with Patricia and her grandmother, what happened? The cake was ready. Now the table was also ready. So they took out the cake from the oven, kept it on the table and let it cool. Why to cool down? So that they can apply the frosting on it. Just then lightning flashed, and this time it lit the whole sky. When they were completing their cake, with frosting and decorating and everything. Again there was a lightning, and this lightning lit up the whole sky. Even before the last flash had faded, the thunder rolled, boomed, crashed, and boomed just above us, and the storm was here. Right? What is Patricia trying to say here? Now Patricia is trying to say that this was the storm now, because this time the lightning that was there, that was even the last lightning had not faded also, and the thunder rolled. Means now Patricia did even not get the time to count. As she was counting now, what did her grandmother say? Her grandmother said that when you see the lightning, start counting 1, 2, 3, 4 really slowly, and when you hear the thunder, stop counting. This time what happened? In the last moment when the storm occurred, she saw the lightning, and the lightning did not fade also, and she heard the thunder. Means the storm was there now. Perfect, Grandma Cook, just perfect. She beamed as she added the last strawberry to the glistening chocolate frosting on the top of the thunder cake. All this thing, when it happened together, this is what perfectly her grandma wanted. Completing the cake with the decoration, the storm was there. The rain poured down on our roof. Grandma cut the wedge for each of us. She poured us steaming cup of teas from the samovar. Then the thunder rolled about us so hard that it shook the window and rattled the dishes in the cupboards. We just smiled and ate our thunder cake. From that time on, I never feared the voice of thunder again. Means here Patricia is trying to say that now after the storm, the rain started pouring down. Okay. With this rain, what did grandma do? Grandma cut the wedges. Cut the wedges means cut the cake into pieces. Okay. For her and Patricia. After that, she poured some tea in the cup. Okay. And then as they were eating the cake, the thunder again rolled, and that thunder was so hard that it shook the window, and all the vessels or utensils that were kept into the cupboard, they rattled. But this time Patricia was not at all scared with that sound of thunder. She was only smiling and enjoying the thunder cake with her grandmother. And this is how Patricia overcome her fear. Okay, let's move to the word meanings. Now, what is our first word? Why am I asking this? Because of the word meanings. Okay, now what is our first word? Our first word is shudder. S-C-H-U-D-D-E-R. Shudder. Okay, now what is shudder? Shudder here means tremble convulsively, typically as a result of fear or revulsion. When you are scared of something or you tremble like this, okay, when you start trembling, that position of yours or that condition of yours is called shudder. S-H-U-D-D-E-R. Next word, stammer. S-T-A-M-M-E-R. What is stammer? Stammer means speak with sudden involuntary pauses. Okay, when you speak with some pause like I want, this is called stammering. Okay, so speak with sudden involuntary pauses. Next word is wedges. What is wedges? Wedges means here you can say how could we take it? Because there are many meanings of it. Okay, Here we can say the piece of something that is shaped in a triangle. A piece of something that is shaped in a triangle. Okay, triangle. Triangle. Wedge means an object or piece of something shaped in a triangle. Okay, now what is our next word? Our next word is samovar, samovar. Now what is samovar? Samovar is, you can say here, a highly decorated tea urn. Tea urn means tea vessel, you can say. Okay, a highly decorated tea urn that is used most of in Russia, not here. Here we use tea kettle or you can say thermos, right? But there in Russia there is a highly decorated urn vessel which is used for keeping tea. Okay, tea vessel you can say. Next is ingredients. What are ingredients? Ingredients means you can here say any of the foods or substances there are combined to make one particular dish. Means in one particular dish when you add many things, that things are called ingredients. Okay, because with one thing you can't make it, na? You have to add something. Okay, next word is trellis, trellis. Okay, now what is trellis? Trellis means a framework of light wooden or metal bars used as a support for fruit trees or creepers. Okay, outside the house, outside your house, when you make a framework of some wooden or metal bars on which you can give the support to the fruit trees or the creepers to climb on, that thing is called trellis. Okay, next word is luscious, that is luscious. Luscious, what is luscious? Having pleasing or sweet taste. Having pleasingly rich or sweet taste. Having pleasingly sweet or rich taste. Okay, next word is sultry, sultry. What is it? Sultry means hot and humid. She is talking about the summer, right? So hot and humid, whenever it is there, it is called sultry days. Okay, and for the last word is scurried, scurried. Scurried. Scurried means moving hurriedly with short quick steps. Moving hurriedly with short quick steps. Okay, now these are our words. I'll repeat the words. You have to note down these word meanings in your notebook. Okay, shudder, stammer, wedge, samovar, ingredients, trellis, luscious, sultry and scurry. I hope you have understood the whole lesson. How did Patricia overcome her fear of thunderstorm? Okay, and how did her grandmother help her in doing that? How did they make the thunder cake? Everything I have explained you. Okay, now read the story again, whatever that is in your notebook, in your book also, and whatever I have explained here, because you have to complete the worksheet. I'll try to complete the question answers which I am possible, but some of them are to be searched by you. Okay, note down this word meanings in your notebook. Till then, study well. Hope to meet you all soon. Take care of yourself. Bye.